This formula seems very familiar here. Halle, be careful. Halle, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. The way men love children is the way children love puppies. I mean, you're gonna get your child a puppy every time they want a puppy? Or... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is btaylortv, and we are going to be talking about Halle and DDG, just because, you know, I've been having my thoughts about DDG for a while now and their relationship, and just some things based off of my own life experiences where I kind of saw where this is headed. So we're going to be taking a deep dive into the DDG and Halle relationship scandal that's going on, because DDG is just doing way too much. He is doing way too much, and he's just going on this tour talking about their breakup, benefiting off of it. And I'm just gonna start with Halle. I think she's the main character in this whole situation. DDG, he's just the side character. He's just he's not that important. So I'm gonna talk about Halle Bailey, because these young women are just so talented. And the fact that when news broke that she was going to be Disney's princess, the Little Mermaid, that had a lot of black girls. It inspired so many young black women and black girls to say, we finally got a princess for our daughters. We've got a princess in this millennial age, you know. And you got to think about Brandy. Brandy was the original black princess. She was our first black princess, and she played Cinderella, and how monumental it was. But it seemed like Halle is really following in the footsteps of Brandy, because as we know, Brandy, well, a lot of you guys may not know, but for my millennials and up, you may remember how Brandy, once she got pregnant from that guy and she lied about being married, and Disney ended up dropping her. And let me tell you, Disney do not play about their image, but we're gonna get into that a little later in this video. So Halle Bailey was really on her way up. Everyone was anticipating this movie. Everyone was so excited. And then she got with DDG. Now, I have made videos in the past about DDG and his dating history, and I've been following him for a while, even before he started dating Halle. Even before he started dating Ruby Rose. Like, I was following him during the days of the Kennedy Simone era, okay? And I just always found him kiddie and childish and just doing anything for clout, doing anything for attention. So when I see that in a guy and I see that in a man, I just look at him like just very immature. He just looks immature, like, and that's just, I'm not trying to dig at this man, but he looks immature. So when Halle got with him, everybody was kind of just like giving warning, like, oh my God, like, why would she be with somebody like him? And then of course, when you see such a woman on her way up, climbing to the top, not only just a woman, a young, black, successful woman on her way up to the top, and then you see her with a guy that's like, okay, he's not really, like, don't let him be a distraction. And he's just that, a distraction. And he ended up becoming her child's father, because now when she got pregnant, I actually recently just found this out that Disney actually dropped her for an Oscar nomination, allegedly, after she got pregnant and being unwed. And that just wasn't a good look. And honestly, the promotion for the movie kind of just, it just got a little distracting, because when you have a movie, right, and you have a love interest, and you're selling that love interest, she can't even get on the red carpet properly with her quote unquote love interest to sell the movie. Like, that is an old Hollywood trick. If you have a love interest in a big movie, like, people want to see you guys on the red carpet. They want to see the chemistry that they saw on camera. But clearly these two did not have that going on, and she was dating someone like DDG. And while she was upcoming and being one of the nominees to get an Oscar for this role in this movie and the part that she played, she ended up getting taken off, and a lot of people are speculating that it had something to do with her image. And I can't fault Disney for that, because Disney has always been like that. Disney, Nickelodeon, they do not play with their child stars. They're very careful. And if you actually Google how many Disney stars have been dropped from Disney because of their unclean image, then she's not the only one. So it's not that she's being targeted because she's a black woman, da da da. No, Disney do not play about their image, and they have a crisp, clean image that Brandy and Halle had to sign before they agreed to play this role that they had to fit in. And so she chose to bring in a child with her boyfriend, DDG. So a lot of people, when they found this out, like, let me tell you, Halle hid her pregnancy for a reason, okay? She knew she was gonna get backlash. She got backlash probably from her manager. She's got backlash probably from her family. She got backlash in the side eye probably from a lot of people in the industry saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So she wanted to hide it from her fans to protect her peace because she clearly wanted to keep her child. Respectfully, her body, her choice. But I think for a lot of women and why a lot of people, there's many reasons why a lot of people are coming after Halle. I think it's because you see someone on their way up and the movie hasn't even premiered yet. The movie is so fresh and it's being distracted by your love life, not with the love interest of the movie, but with some YouTuber. And that's not to crap on YouTubers. This man is very successful in his own way, but she put him in rooms that he would have never been in based off of her talent. And let's be honest here, DDG is very controversial in his own way as well. I've known him for beefing with Spiritual Show and other YouTubers and being in drama, doing stupid pranks and, you know, just doing clout chasing moments that he's been in. So to be associated with someone like Halle, and he's very childish like, we just kind of was like, this formula seems very familiar here. Halle, be careful. Halle, be careful, be careful, be careful. But the baby is here. Like, you could sit here and judge, and I know so many people who are judging Halle and judging the decision that she made to have her baby and who she got pregnant by and how they're disappointed and blah, 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 blah. I mean, at the end of the day, her baby is here. Her child is here. They have a child together. It is what it is. Can you make this out of a learning lesson for people? Sure, but we live in a society that's an unforgiving society, and you can tell that it really has affected Halle and trying to force this relationship. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to make this relationship work. She's gonna probably try to get married and do everything the right way because society says so. And one of the things is that, do babies slow you down? Yes, they can. And I think the difference between her and like Rihanna and Kylie Jenner is that they didn't get pregnant at the height or the climbing of their career, because Halle has not reached the height of her career yet. She is on her way up. Now, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts of her getting pregnant. As someone who got pregnant on the way up of my career, I definitely can empathize, and I found myself projecting a lot of my trauma on her because I was so angry. I was so mad. I was so angry. I was like, oh my God, like, why was she blah, 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 blah. Like, I was so angry, but at the same time, like, I've been a Halle, like I've been a Halle. And that's how people looked at me when I got pregnant. I was interning at ESPN. I was in college. I was the top lead of my organization. I was winning awards as a college student. Like, I was on my ish. And so for me to get pregnant in an industry that I was gonna be in, it was just like, it was really just unheard of trying to be in this career field and also be a mother at the same time, because being in media, it is very demanding and it's very hard to have a balance where you have your child and you want to be a mother, but at the same time your job is demanding all these things from you, and you're just like, oh, I want to be a mom, but this means that this got to be on hold and da da da, something got to sacrifice, some time got to sacrifice, right? So I fortunately made it happen, and I do think that Halle can come back from this. Her Disney thing, that was an opportunity that was given, and she learned her lesson from it. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, she's still a Disney princess. No one can take that away from her. She's very successful in every way, which way possible. There's a lot of people who don't even have kids who have not reached the level of success that Halle has reached. So I want her, and hopefully anyone that was in her position, that's currently in her position, to just give yourself grace. And you know, the child is already here. Society is gonna shame you regardless. People are gonna have all these takes, but these are the same people that's criticizing you who A, don't have the career and success that she has, and B, don't have the talent that she has, and C, don't have kids. Or if they do have kids, they probably didn't want to be a mother or having some regret, and they're projecting. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I found myself projecting on her where I'm like, oh my God, like don't, like you wanna see the best for other people, but I don't know this woman. I don't know, maybe she wanted to be a mother at a young age and, you know, isn't an ideal situation? No. And who she had the kid with? No. We all kind of saw this coming. But at the end of the day, this girl was head over heels in love with this man. You could tell, nobody could tell her nothing about that man. Like no one was getting inside that brain. I mean, she's young and like the frontal lobe was just not fully developed. So when you're talking to someone with a frontal lobe that's not fully developed, they're not gonna listen to you. They are gonna do what they wanna do, and when they're head over heels in love, there's pretty much nothing you can tell them. Like I had a kid before my frontal lobe was fully developed. I had a kid at 23. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. I felt like I knew everything. I felt like I knew what I was doing and who I was doing it with. Like you could not tell me that. But at the end of the day, like her life is not over, and it's people that still make moves. And can love be a distraction? Can this be a telltale that, you know, just don't let any man in your life? Because that is what a man is gonna do, okay? They see a woman on her way up, of course he's gonna try to put a baby in her. He's gonna wanna attach himself to that woman for the rest of her life. Like, why would he not? She's such a prize. And why would he not take that opportunity? Just like there's women out there that want to get knocked up by a famous billionaire, millionaire man. Men are going to want to knock up the woman that's on her way up. Now, are there men who knock a woman up to sabotage her career? Sure, but I think that men knock up certain women and because they want to be attached to her for the rest of her life. I mean, he even said it himself in the video, like, that's my baby mom. This ain't just no regular breakup. We're going to always be attached. I'm going to always be attached to her name. And that's something she's going to have to live with for the rest of her life. I mean, they have a kid together. Where's the kid going to go? The kid's not going to go anywhere. So that's just my thoughts and takes about Halle and DDG. Hopefully he shuts up and people stop giving him this attention. I personally felt like they were pranking us. I felt like he was gonna pop up and they were gonna be engaged. I still have like some weird feeling that they're gonna get back together. Regardless of however I feel about the man, I don't know him, okay? But I think he's just childish, and he seems childish, and the choices were made. The consequences are there. She didn't get an Oscar. Are there going to be other opportunities for her? Yes, I hope she can be an example for women who do end up in her situation. Just like I can be an example of women who end up in my situation, that your life is not over after a baby. Hopefully she doesn't let him keep giving her babies and knocking her up, and you know, because that can definitely keep slowing down her career, slowing down her process. But you know, I just want to give grace, because I think a lot of people project on Halle and they see potential, and they probably saw potential in themselves. They probably saw potential in the people around them, and they felt like, you know, this baby is gonna stop her. This man is a distraction. And it is embarrassing to be attached to this man and him talking and going on tour and keep talking about this breakup and talking about her, and everyone's just like, oh my gosh, she's just quiet and she's playing it so cool. And can we give a round of applause for how she is responding to this whole breakup? Like, if only all of us could be that strong when somebody is playing in your face and you're like, no. She is handling it so well, and that's how you know she's just so like a above the pettiness, and she don't need to do no announcements. She don't need to talk about it. She don't need to say nothing. So that's all I have to say about the Halle and DDG controversy. What do y'all guys think about this? Are you disappointed? And why are you disappointed in someone that you don't know? Like, are we disappointed in our black princesses? Why does this keep happening? You know, women get distracted by love. They think that this man on your way up, it feels good having somebody in your corner. It feels good having that man there and the thought of starting a family with this person. But I promise you, like, you don't have to rush it. As always, protect your womb. And, you know, don't let a man whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Like, he's gonna tell you how he wants to marry you and give him his kids. Like, the way men love children is the way children love puppies. I mean, you're gonna get your child a puppy every time they want a puppy? Or all right, guys, go ahead and comment below and let me know what you think about this whole ordeal. Do you think that a lot of people are projecting on her? What do you think about our black princesses? I mean, why do you think this keep happening? Are we ever gonna, I don't know, like, it's just very, like, it's a lot to say there. So let me know your thoughts below and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.